Three, two, one. Hey guys, this is Holistic Health with Harry. Today I'm joined by one of my friends I met through the Root community when I went to the summit for the first one in Cyprus. Her name is Bella. Can't pronounce your surname, Bella, I'll be honest. You can go for it and tell the
It's
audience.
Piscorz.
Piss course?
Um,
Yeah,
yeah, it's Piskorz. It's
got you.
Polish.
Okay, awesome. And yes, I met you in the Root Summer event, met your mum's best friend. And actually, we did know each other, but sort of didn't, and we talked more at the end. And I found you really
Yeah,
interesting what you're doing. Obviously, we're all connected because of these amazing supplements. So yeah, I just wanted to
yeah,
share with the audience, your audience and my audience, I don't know, your path, your journey. You want to go with how you woke up, and of course, any experiences anyone that has signed up under you and tried the product for you with a root.
yeah. Well, I've actually so I heard about it about 6 months ago through Michelle, who you met in Cyprus. So that's my best friend Sasha's mom, who's a really good friend of mine, and we like I probably see her more than I see Sasha now. But we she brought me to Cyprus where I met you, but she'd given me your book to read beforehand. And so I read your book about Root before I'd met you. So that was fun. But I started using the products about 6 months ago, and then I had about a month where I didn't use them. And my health went from I went from feeling really, really good to feeling just like you know, you kind of like you don't quite realize that you're going, you know, you I don't want to say your health's declining, but if that sort of makes sense, but you kind of recalibrate to kind of putting shit in your body and whatever again. And then I started using the root again. And the detox was, I can't lie, on clean slate was pretty hardcore. And actually 2 days ago, I did 30 drops, well, actually probably 30 to 40 drops, just an experiment, just to see. And I had the worst headache I probably have ever had in my entire life.
Woo!
And I felt like I had, yeah, it was horrible. Um, but I feel so much better. I got really bad ADHD as well. I can't sit still and I can't concentrate on anything.
Yeah.
But when I take the room, and I tried Concerta, I was on 36 milligrams. My joints were really hurting, and because it was such a high dose, and so my joints were hurting. I felt like I had arthritis in my fingers, my knees, and everything. And really, really, really helps. So I find that it's not completely gone,
Yeah.
but I'm so much more focused, and I can just sit still, and it's all good now, pretty
Ain't
much.
that
I can kind of
How old are
my
you,
day.
by the way, Bella?
I'm 27.
27 years young. And you're lucky to have come into Root for your mum's best friend and tried them and seen the power of it just as I did, the experience. I can relate to you on many levels, ADHD, stability, toxins and all that stuff. What do you think is going on with them, with the Root Clean Slate one that was like specific to you? Like that made you, I don't know, all these benefits you just said.
I do well, I take the Restore, the Zerin and the Clean Slate every day.
Mhm.
And I think it's the Zerin that really helps. The Clean Slate just makes me I feel like the Clean Slate detoxes you.
Mm.
I don't know, I feel like I'm a lot more sensitive, and I'm a lot more clearer in the mind and calmer. And then Zerin kind of focuses me more, and Restore just gives me a lot of energy, but it's more focused, if that makes sense, and it's kind of, you know, erratic, or like you've had too much coffee or something.
Yes. Oh, the Restore. It's like you have too much coffee, not the Zero.
I actually find the Restore gives me more energy. The Zeroing kind of focuses me, but if I've had the Restore kind of past 6 p.m. or something, I can't sleep that well, so I have to have it in the morning.
Oh, really? Wow, that's interesting. I've
Um,
not heard that one. That's cool. Yeah. It detoxes my lungs, like
yeah,
mucus, and I do get the energy from it. But of course, the Zerin, do you take that in the morning?
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
take two.
Two. Oh, that's brave.
Oh, really?
Well, I don't know. It is to me because it says one on the box and don't take more than four a day. So two's a lot.
Oh, really? I remember being with Clayton in Cyprus, and he was kind of, I think he said that he took like 5 a day when he needs to.
Yeah, that's credible. Oh, what do you
How
say?
many?
Sorry, I heard you say something about Clayton it when the car went by. I didn't hear it fully. Clayton said on
I
a
think I think when we were in Cyprus, I could be wrong, but I think he said sometimes when he needs to, he takes like 5 a day or something.
I know.
But it really
Yeah.
focuses you.
Yes, I think it's the dopamine that majorly spikes, and that keeps you motivated, happy, and energy. Plus, there is caffeine, which is useful, I think, as a medicine. Like,
Yeah,
it's got a bad rap, I think, caffeine, and it's necessary in this one, right? To keep the dopamine
yeah.
at suitable levels.
Do you drink coffee?
No, not normally. I've had it very like once or twice in my entire life. But I do think
Yeah,
caffeine's great now because of the root zerin, to be honest.
yeah. See, that's the thing. I can't handle caffeine. I can't handle coffee, sorry. But I
Hmm.
can the Zerin works fine for me. But as soon as I have a coffee, I feel like I'm having a mental
Oh, do you
breakdown.
mean like the shakes and stuff? And just
Yeah,
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 that's interesting. Yeah, it's different, isn't
yeah,
it? It's a different form of
yeah,
caffeine, and it's like a happiness. I feel it with that too.
yeah.
Amazing.
And you don't get that kind of anxiety if anyone sort of experiences anxiety from caffeine from coffee. Sorry, I really do. I don't get that from Zerin at all.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? I think it's got loads of things, but the Purians, I guess, the black velvet seed powder, plus the other stuff that she's done into synergy. It's really cool.
Yeah. It's 7 ingredients, isn't it? It's not much.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I guess you've tried it and you're taking this regularly. And so, did you feel a calling to spread the knowledge and awareness to other people that have your trust, like your friends, your family?
Yeah, well, my younger sister takes it every day now, and my parents have started taking it.
Oh,
And my younger sister swears by it now. She says it's really like calmed her down, it's relaxed her, and it's focused her, and she's got a lot more energy from it now.
oh, whoa.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, and she sleeps a lot better as well. Which I found as well. I can sleep so much better from it. From
Yes.
you know, yeah,
Yeah, that's
you know what
amazing.
I
Yeah.
mean?
Do you take it just before bed and the first thing in the morning? Although I guess whenever's good. But
I take it first thing in the morning. I take 2 in the morning. But I sleep so much better now. Before I started taking root, I'd fall asleep about like 6 a.m. every night. I would have really bad insomnia. And
really,
now I know it's like, what is it? It's like 12:30 my time, but now I can sleep at like 12:01. So it's really helped like regulate how I sleep.
yeah, exactly. And you do look healthy. Did you notice the skin glow from the bioavailable silicate that is claimed, but I know is true too?
All of my friends have, because I used to take the diatomaceous earth every day for about 4 or 5 years.
Right,
But this is so much better um than the earth that I was taking.
right.
But I feel like I'm like reverse aging. It's amazing.
I mean, you do look very young. I know 27 is not old, but to be honest, you look like
But
it's
honestly,
22, 20.
if what how old? Sorry, say that again.
22, 20.
Without makeup on, I look so an Uber driver asked me the other day if I was doing my GCSEs
Did I
since I've
ask you
started
that?
taking. No, I think my an Uber driver asked me.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't have assumed that because I know that you're in the community and I know that you're not at that level, but I do think you look younger than 27, yes. I guess if they don't know
Yeah,
you, they easily mud you up for someone that's really young.
yeah, but it's since I started taking the route, um, I look so much younger, I think, and my
Right?
skin glows so much. My yeah, and it's what's it called? It's like the collagens come back into my face. I'm not
Yes.
I don't really know,
Yes.
but
I
yeah,
noticed it
did you
too.
experience that as
The
well?
elastic, the youthful, the suppleness. Not that
Yeah,
I don't need to focus so much. I'm a guy, so I don't really mind too much. I do want to look healthy, but I did notice my
yeah.
face changed um when I took the root clean slate. And it wasn't put on my face, but I took a drop like you did, I guess, and it just went through the body. And the proof with the bioavailable silica was shown in my face that it of and the hair. Did you notice anything with the hair?
Yeah, my hair's pretty long anyway. If you can see, it's like that, but it's grown since I started taking it. It's probably grown about that much, and I would
Really?
say,
Growing
yeah,
faster than
6 months.
normal.
Yeah. 6 months with a month off. So that's quite a lot of hair.
Wow.
Um,
Yeah.
and it's yeah. But also I had a sunspot on my leg that started going really dark and like a funny black color, and the
Yes.
black started to spread a bit. So I put the clean slate on there,
Yeah.
black around and it started the brown spot kind of started to rise a bit when it was just flat beforehand, and that's just completely gone. It's like
Awesome.
gone back down to skin level, and it's now just weird black things around it have like the strange pigmentation around it has completely disappeared as well now.
That's amazing. Right, I'm just walking and talking. I've got to find a plug. I've got to plug you in a little bit. Let me try and find a plug here. If not, I'll use my room. Okay, let me go back into my room. Okay, I'll go into my room. That'll be easier. Sorry about this, because if not, my battery's going to die.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I'm charged.
I should pause this, really. Yeah, bro. Okay, the battery's going to die in this. Is it cool to do it in here, yeah? All right, finish it. All right, one second.
Quite loud.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
I'm just back and forth.
Okay. Don't worry, you can try it the same time.
What's wrong about there? Are they too noisy?
The battery's running out and dying. It's gonna die. Huh? Yeah, there's one plug out the lamp, but I can't see through it. Okay, wait, let me pause this, Bella. We can do this into two. Let me try and figure it. Cool. So I think the last thing you said was how your hair's growing really quick and the proof of the bioavailable silica. I noticed as well, I didn't notice the hair growth, but I'm sure it was. But I did notice my hair felt like it was shampooed and conditioned without using shitty shampoo and conditioner. Like a real, when I put my hair through it, it felt like I'd used real quality shampoo and conditioner when I hadn't.
Yeah. I found that every time I brushed my hair, loads of my hair would come out beforehand. I've got quite a lot of hair anyway, but my hair just basically nothing really comes out on the hairbrush anymore either.
Oh right.
So my hair's got stronger as well. But it's my face and also my lips have I don't have any filler or anything. They've plumped up as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So it's
and
like
then,
a lip plump.
And I've got like more kind of I don't know whether if it's that or if I've just got more circulation going through my body, if my circulation's better.
Yeah.
But my lips are plumped up as well.
God, that's amazing.
Which I'm really pleased about.
Yeah, and what you said as well. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. And of course your hair, because when you come to shower and all the hair loose, I think that's just a lack of silica, right? Because they say silica is the skin, the hair, and it's strong. And then of course people have lack of silica, so the hair just comes out too much. And of course, men and women are concerned. Balding for men, it applies just as much to women. I mean, everyone has hair clumps come out. You notice this, I noticed the same thing. Yeah, less hair coming out because everyone just doesn't have enough silica. It's crazy how a few drops can do that though, isn't it? Like just a few.
Yeah, and it's another thing that happened is that my eyebrows, the pigment in my eyebrows was fading a little bit. They were darker when I was younger, and the pigmentation in my eyebrows has come back as well.
Whoa, really? So is that your natural color, do you mean? Is that what you're saying?
Well, right now I've got a bit of makeup on, so they're a bit drawn in, but if I take that off, they are my hair is actually darker than it was prior to taking
how interesting.
Trinity.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I mean,
kind of magic stuff, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mad. It really is mad. And like just like I said, a few drops seems to do so much. It's just so much bioavailable silica. Did you say in this interview that when you took the 20 drops?
No, I think I took between 30 and 40 yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
And normally you take much less, which is the standard recommended 5, I guess, or 10.
I take 10.
Right.
Yeah. So I normally take one sachet of Restore, 2 zeroin and 10 drops, all in the morning. And then yesterday I thought I'd try it was probably 30 to 40. And I was fine, and I took two sachets of Restore and just two zeroins. And then and obviously I've been, I guess you continuously detox when you take it. But it was almost just, it kind of gave that extra push to just detox, to do a much deeper detox, taking, I guess, roughly quadruple the recommended amount. But I had the worst headache I've ever had last night, and it felt like I had a headache. It was really horrible, but when I woke up in the morning, I felt amazing.
Yeah. Oh my God. So what was going on there then?
It was like I don't know. I guess it was just a bit of a deeper detox. And then today, it feels like I'm sort of like floating around a bit. Like I feel really good. I feel really, really, really good. But last night it was pretty awful. I can't lie.
I know. I mean, I love that analogy because we know what that is basically. It's just like it pulled out so many heavy metals and shit that was in your body, but you have to go through that process of pain and that involves a headache because there was obviously a lot of toxins that were deeply hiding in there. The high dose just pulled it out all at once, and you get this horrible. Do you know what? I actually think sometimes a migraine is one of the worst things you can ever have. I know what you mean. They're really bad, intense, and they don't go away within a second.
Yeah, no.
And you don't get
I-
used to it like people. I mean, you can imagine you think you get used to everything, but you can't really get used to a headache that's really bad, throbbing in your head.
It's a, don't you find that it's a different type, like a detox headache? Because I used to take have you heard of Truthala?
No, no.
It's they use it in Ayurvedic medicine to detox the and decalcify the pineal gland, and it detoxifies the body and increases your oxygen supply by 200%, and it gives you like a full lung cleanse. And I would take a look at that in the morning and at night, and I found the detox from that initially was really bad, and it mimicked the same kind of headache, because it's not the same as like a typical headache, if that makes sense. Do you relate to that?
Yes, yeah, it's a different to a normal cluster untoxic headache, or what other people used to, what you mean. That's interesting, that product. I need to look into that. So you just taught me something I didn't know, that herb. But I do think as well, so it's removing toxins from the brain, but also it's radically decalcifying that problem area, which seems to be one of the hardest or the easiest to calcify, because it doesn't take a lot of fluoride or a lot of shit, right?
Yeah.
It take a lot to get this,
Yeah.
because everything bad seems to get attracted in here to the third eye, innit? Right in the middle. But by the same token, the root clean slate seems to very fastly, with just a few drops or a lot of drops, decalcify that. That's probably why he felt so giddy, I'm guessing. That's a part of the reason. Lightheaded.
Yeah, I think that's why I felt so like I'm kind of like floating. I didn't feel that solid, but in a really good way. In like a really good way.
Yeah.
Do you ever put it on topically just here?
Yeah, I have done in the past. That's another good way to do it. Very interesting, because anything I've learned from being in the health community so long and doing other things, that anything you put on your skin goes into your body. So the root clean slate, and I've seen people with cuts and bruises and burns, and I believe in them with their testimonies. They put it on a cut, bruise, burn, and it goes away from drops. So if you put it here, guess what? It's going to sink into, yes, the skin, the blood, but deeper in levels in it from that drop, and right into the middle of the brain. Definitely.
Yeah, well, the skin's the biggest organ of the body, and I actually find, because I used to put turmeric, I used to just get a fresh root of turmeric and I would put it over my forehead, and I would just sleep with it like that, and I would do that every night.
Right.
And it would stay in my, but if you like scrub it enough in the morning, it goes. But it had like a similar effect, but just a lot stronger. And also, I would only really feel that effect over a period of time. And this is just the first time I did it, I could feel something, and I regularly do it before I go to bed. I just put the clean slate here.
Oh, so you take it internally for bed with a few drops and put it on. So you attack it. I love that, attacking two angles, external, internal.
Yeah. So at night I put it here. I put it right, well, my forehead obviously. And in the morning I take the drops in my mouth.
Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, that's a great point, isn't it? I mean, when I first took the first drop ever, I felt like a torpedo go through my mouth, spine, and a tingle in my brain. And I kind of got giddy, kind of like what you said, like ding, 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 ding. It like kind of moved. And it's because I'm energy sensitive, particularly, although I am, it's more to do with the fact I could feel the power of it. I wasn't around friends. I wasn't environment that's manic. I'm very internal when I take them. I'm just by myself. I can tune in. I know what's going on and I can feel it. And it's very obvious. Oh, and my breath slows down a lot. It's like there apparently was a lot of stress in me. And as soon as I take the drops, I go like a relaxing, what's the word for it? You wasn't aware you had stress, but apparently you did breath, sort of like a release. I don't know how to describe it really.
I can understand that. I guess it mimics the your breath is just an external representative of how you feel.
Yeah,
it must be.
It slows my breath down a lot, basically. I really get calm in the mind. And yes, it's great because I also have it still now. My brain's all over the place. Not particularly
do you find that you've like calmed down quite a lot?
Yeah,
and you're
more stable.
So am I, and I had really bad depression for quite a while, before I started Root, and I feel so much better. So I would have really bad depression where I found it really hard to get out of bed in the mornings,
Really?
and yeah, just and really bad apathy, and just yeah, it was quite bad for quite a number of years. Now I don't have any of that anymore. I don't have any of it anymore.
That's so
And
cool.
it's like
Mm.
I thank my lucky stars. I'm really, really grateful to Dr. Christina and Clayton. It's actually it's really changed my life.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean with depression. I mean, I was already working health, but urine also did the same for me. I was like, okay, so I'm toxic, because I think the root clean slate and urine work very similar. They're so powerful in their different ways that
Yeah.
they remove physical toxicity, because what you're saying suggests maybe that your depression was sort of linked to physical issues. Often it's mental too, and it's all linked, mental and physical. But I mean, if you remove the physical cause,
Yeah.
root cause of disease of depression, like what is it, heavy metals, glyphosate, and mold in your brain and body, then all of a sudden depression kind of gives it a chance to, yeah, it's like these negative things stuck in your body cause negative thoughts within your mind. And when you start clearing
Yeah.
these things really powerfully, the negative things stuck in your body, all of a sudden the negative thought patterns no longer can hold to the negative, yeah. So there's no negative in your
it's
body, there's no negative thoughts.
it's almost like the more of a heavy emotional vibration that's kept in your body is trapped there by the heavy metals. So when you use the clean slate, you know, coupled with the restore and the zero in, it allows for that release of the heavy metals, which then allows the emotion, sort of stagnant emotion, to also
Yeah.
go through you.
Yes. Yeah. When you remove the negative vibrations, all yourself be left with your natural God state.
Yeah. Well, it allows it to kind of process through your body and just kind of like disperse, so it's not just kind of stuck there.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
But I feel so much better. I feel like so much better, and I can't tell you what a relief it is being able to sleep, because my insomnia, I was such a bad insomniac.
Really? Yeah, I can't imagine. I love those stories
Yeah.
though, because I think probably like you understand that sleep, and because funny enough, I told you off air that me and my best friend had a really bad experience at Panama Airport where we had 5 hours of sleep and had to get a plane the next morning. And by the way, we're jet lagged because we've been woke for 24 hours because we were coming from London to Madrid to Panama. So we were jet lagged, fucked, and then had to get a very little sleep for the next day. So yes, sleep really puts you in a stressful state, and it's horrible. Because you can't be your best self if you're not getting sleep properly. You're fucked. Like,
No, it's really bad. It's really bad.
yeah,
Especially when you get like a couple hours and then you miss the full day, and then let's say it's winter or something again, and then you don't see any sun, you don't see any daylight for months on end.
that's depressing. Just
It's not
that.
fun.
No, exactly. Can I
So,
ask
yeah.
you don't have to go into too much detail or at all, but so obviously you believe in the root, you had an amazing testimony you shared with us here. Do you know of anyone either in your community or friends of friends that what kind of results have they experienced with the root products?
Well, my sister is her mood's really increased. She's sorry, her energy levels have really increased. Her hair's got thicker. Her hair stopped falling out. My mum started taking it as well, and she was taking it. I would kind of like give it to her without her knowing what it was at first. And then she started noticing that she was like, oh, okay, it's just another one of your health products which you're feeding me, blah, blah, blah. Okay,
Another
yeah,
one
I'll
of
just
Bella's
take it.
bullshit stuff. Yes.
Yeah. And her hair, because her hair's really thinning. So her hair's got so much thicker. And again, like the same with me, the pigment in her eyebrows has started to come back. So they were quite kind of like light brown, but they've come back darker as well. And she had like bald patches, like small bald patches, like right along there, and her hair started growing back, and it's so much thicker.
Wow.
And she's got a lot more energy. So I know that when she's working with her, because she tutors primary school children, and she finishes quite late. So I think sometimes she finishes at like 8 or 9 p.m. So now she finds it a lot easier to just wrap up her day and still be there, like focused with her students.
Well,
And Michelle swears by them. So Michelle, I'm not joking, is looking about 30 years younger, and she's like she's super young anyway, but she looks absolutely phenomenal.
yeah,
And she started taking the other products, so she's taking Give Me Back My Youth as well.
right.
And she looks, Harry, she actually looks amazing. She looks fucking phenomenal.
Yes, I
And
saw her in, and she did look well in Cyprus, but I can only imagine since then because it's
she
been a few
looked
months.
she looked amazing in Cyprus, and she looks even better now. She looks absolutely amazing. And the pigment in her hair had the pigment in her hair's coming back as well.
Whoa,
So she, yeah, the graying's reversed. So it's like reverse aging.
isn't it?
You're getting younger because it extends your telomeres, right? So um it just reduces your biological age.
Yeah, it
Oh
takes
my
you
God.
back to a state of what we should have
Yeah.
been, but because the environment is so toxic due to whatever bad we done
Yeah.
wrong, and even the air that we live in, it's
Yeah.
we sometimes need the most powerful supplements. I never used to believe it. I thought just supplements are all bullshit. They're no good. Me and you know plenty that are sort of a waste of money. So many people I know say they take
I've
loads.
tried. I've gone through loads. Yeah. Have you done like what I've done? I've gone through so many companies, so many health products, so
Not as
many
much as
cleanses, fasts,
you,
and
but yes, I've done a few.
have you?
Yes, not
But
as much
I
as
find that
you.
nothing.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Nothing compares to the Trinity. Like by far, this is the best supplements I've ever taken.
yeah. What a
It's like magic in a
magic in a bottle.
yeah.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing. And that's why I talk about it so much. And it changed my mind from free to paid because I didn't think such supplements existed where I could feel a difference, where people that tried
It
it
did
got a
before.
difference from it, felt it.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't lie, it's completely changed my life around. I swear by them, and anyone who I meet, I just rant and rave about. It's the only thing that I talk about. I probably just piss all my friends off. I'm just like, everyone, you have to start taking this, and everyone gives me compliments about how good I look now, and just how much better I look.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I have to start taking the Root brand. Like, you have, and I've got quite a few friends that do like fillers and Botox and whatever else. And I'm always telling them, like, guys, that you have to get on the Root. It literally is reverse aging.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, thanks for sharing that. Botox and all those things. They're putting all the stuff that's wrong in the body in order to look younger. And it sort of looks younger,
Yeah.
but sort of not natural. And the consequence of not natural is you're poisoning your body, which is aging you more, even though you want to de-age yourself, which is a bit of a paradox. So you've got to undo the damage of that, especially particularly with mercury amalgams, Botox,
Yeah.
breast augmentation, all these things. They're serious issues that people do because everyone's seeking the answer to the looking younger and feeling younger. And there are ways that are a lot cheaper than the offers that a lot of your friends are doing. And by the way, that's the reason why we're discussing this interview and you're up for doing it because you're obviously very passionate about doing this. I don't know if you've done many interviews on the route, but yeah, you're obviously very passionate to talk to me about it.
No, I love it. Yeah, I'm obsessed with it. It's like as soon as I wake up in the morning, I'm like, right, amazing.
Yeah,
I'm off to take my products, and I'm off to sort of like I really do feel like I'm reverse aging,
yeah,
and I feel so much better, and I can actually sort of like live my life in a really quite a fantastic way now in comparison to how I felt before, because I was really quite low beforehand.
yeah.
Even with all the supplements I was taking and everything, and the fasting that I was doing, I'm quite extreme with kind of things that I'll do. And by far, this is most like revolutionary health product I've ever taken by far.
Wow, what an amazing testimony. And thanks, Bella, for saying all this. Is there anything I haven't asked you or touched bases that you feel like you just want to tell the audience, get off your chest, and also any channels that you want to talk about and promote for yourself? We're happy on contact you.
Well, I'm currently making a website where I'm going to write up a couple articles on each one of the products, and also my own testimony of how it's helped me. I'm going to get other testimonials of my friends, my family of how it's changed their life. And then I'm going to start promoting it hopefully on YouTube as well.
Awesome. I look forward to helping you that. Well, this is a YouTube, obviously. #1, maybe. You've done well, and
Yeah,
I'm very
it
proud.
is number one.
And I must add here, I know you haven't done many interviews like this, and I will say, and I'm not trying to make you
I'm really
feel better about being insincere, but truthfully, I've been around the block a bit, and I reach out to a lot of people for interviews about things I know they're
Yeah.
passionate about and they want to share. And the truth is, and this is in our community, a lot of people tell me that they just aren't ready and it's not the right time to share, even in a small, short Zoom interview with me or anyone, about the passions for subjects, because there's fear, blockages, fear of growing, fear of being seen, fear of family and rejection. So the fact that you're doing this with me already, just because of being around, shows me that you're more than ready and you're very passionate. And I think it's the beginning of something beautiful in your promotion of Roots. And I really hope that, more and more people start seeing the truth of the products through you and coming under you and giving it a fair bash. I really hope that for you to grow because you deserve it.
Thank you. This is making me nervous. So sorry if I've just been kind of going on, but I'm going to be really honest. I don't think I would have done this if I hadn't started the Root products. I don't think I would have had the confidence. I'm being really, really serious when I say that. I don't think I would have done it without them.
Yes, amazing, huh? They changed your vibrations where you feel not comfortable, but you feel brave enough. Is that fair? Brave enough to do it.
Yeah, confident enough for myself. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I do feel nervous, but if I hadn't have taken them, yeah, I don't think I would have been brave enough. I would have gone, right, yeah, fuck this. This is too scary. I'm not doing it.
Exactly. And then, if we're being honest, it's the start of a beautiful journey of all the things we know with emotional, physical, spiritual, and everything, the lot.
Yeah.
It's just the beginning, but the root, I do think, is the
Yeah,
foundation. Definitely. It's a good foundation.
Yeah, 100%.
All right.
Definitely.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Bella. Thank you, right, guys. Let's see how Harry with Bella. Just